I'm curious, which part is you here?
Here?
Yeah, which part?
No part.
No part here?
No part here.
Never. They said there's a lot of you in there.
Yeah, maybe it's on inspiration wise or
Yeah.
But I'm not on this song specifically.
And then Yes God?
Yes, I am.
It's Yes God, and I'm missing something. Yes, on Yes God you are there.
Yes.
The meta remix of it.
Yes.
Which part there?
There.
Yeah.
It's the drums, the bass lines. No, it's just a collective thing, but the ones that I can remember and how it started was with the drums.
Yes.
So, yeah, and then came the music after, of which that's where bongs and how keys
yes.
came through and just killed it.
Why is it that everybody, when your name comes up, they're like, yo. Even Moti. In fact, I just remembered now, as you sat down, or Moti, when talk about horns in the sky, right? Or horns in the sun, right?
Yes.
He's like, yeah, T, you must ask about this boy right here.
Wow.
This Tabang here. Hey, Tabang, who are you, bro? Welcome to the show, me, Oti.
Thank you so much.
Finally, I put the face to the name.
Yeah.
I know there's Thakzin.
Yeah.
And there's Thakzin.
This is Thakzin.
Dlala Thakzin, Deben.
Yeah.
Thakzin is the man sitting in front of me, Mojapelo. Where are you from?
I'm from Ivory Park. Born and raised in Ivory Park.
Never.
Yes.
Umfana 1632.
Yes. 1685.
Envelope.
So I have to represent my hood. 1685. So Ivory Park. Yes.
Oh, okay. We see you.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Born and raised there. So what is this thing about Mozambique?
Mozambique, that's where my father, my grandfather actually was. Yeah, and also my family from my father's side come from. But from Ispreet, Itaima from Ispreet, Itaima and Umkulu from Ispreet, but Umkulu is from Mozambique. So the link with that is the father side.
Yeah. Quite strong.
Yeah.
You've been
to Mozambique? Unfortunately, I've been, but not to family.
Yeah.
It's been a gig to a gig.
Yeah.
But I've actually, I've never been.
Are you ever gonna try and follow that trail and see where it leads you, or?
I would love to, but it's been a talk in Lini where it's how do we do it? Or should we do it?
Yeah.
And
because where do you even start, especially if the trace is gone?
Yeah, because now the parents have tried also. My father has tried, and then it's been a thing you would see there was no luck in terms of finding the family. So now it's like, Nami, if I'm going to do it, how do I do it better to make sure, Guti, we don't get the same results?
Yes, straight into it. Pelele
sprayed.
Yeah,
well, it makes sense.
Pelele sprayed because I kwenye.
Yeah, I guess. So one inhliziyo ukuthi it decided kanjani,
So they then moved to Ivory Park.
Yeah. Then my mother and father moved to Ivory Park.
Yeah.
Yes.
Old lady from?
Old lady is from Mtambega, but Pitana respect.
1632.
Yeah, 1632.
I see. Yeah.
There's a link.
Yeah, but respect is important. 1632. Mtambega. Zasha, Kumba. Uyaz Antoine. But now, take me through you dabbling and messing around with music.
Yeah.
I want to hear that story.
Yeah, it's from a timer. My father used to be a pianist and a drummer.
Okay.
So he used to be the guy that Magne Stockfella and whatnot, I would be the DJ. So it would be Intwana is an operator.
Okay.
And then during the week we'd go over the songs like, hey, about this one. Hey, I want to play this one. I want to play this one. So you see, he was training me to actually have that musical ear and knowing how to please people terms of musically. So, it's from him doing that. He even bought keyboard. He would buy keyboard and be like, "Ay, lalanje," you know.
Oh, okay.
And then it's like, let me show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we were learning as much as at some point it was like, "Ay, yakataza this thing, man. From your disc, time will be press." I didn't realize how that is now making sense. You know, from then it was just a thing. You go, I'll turn to music, and now I have my own thing. I have my own thing now. You know, me, I would listen to house and kwaito. Time I would listen to jazz, fusion. Lady listen to gospel, and then my sister would listen to R&B. So you know, all of
it's slot.
It's slot.
Who's playing now?
But I would learn through all of that different music. You go, okay, there's this song, because you'd find a favorite on a jazz song, favorite R&B, on all of those, and that's how it came about for me in music.
And you see, what you went through with your dad, I went through with it with my cousin.
Oh yeah,
Magane Stockfell. The Friday, the Stockfell will be Saturday. Friday night, we are sitting through those LPs in sequence. And first he says, play. And then he'll then say, what are you going to play after that song? And then I'll just go for my favorite and play. This is, no, you can't play that song after that song. You can play that song before this song. And I say, why? It's a sequence, energy. You're telling a story, you're building an energy. But don't build it too high, too quickly. Somewhere you need to drop it so that you're able to raise them again. Little did I know that this guy is teaching me radio, so to speak, or music playing and DJing, right?
Wow.
You see? So all of that, you are regarded as the king of a 3-step. When daddy's teaching how to push and press these things, there's nothing about 3-step. How did you get there? I mean, what led you to that?
To 3-step? I've been making music before 3-step came through. You know, I was just doing house, and I went more into the Afro tech side, of which is the sound that was incorporated, you know, outside on the sound that we'd listen to outside, you know. And then I started having problems of finding the link, because now I'm here, I'm not playing overseas, and I'm making this sound for there, but it's not connecting that much here. You know? I'm like, I need something that will connect us here, you know. And I would go to clubs, and then I would listen to Amapiano, you know. I would listen to what really moves people. You go to a space, sit deep house, and then you see, okay, okay. And then for me, it happened, I'm like, how do I get these things together? How do I connect with the roots of African? Firstly, it's the rhythm. We love rhythm. We love rhythm so much. You know. So I'm like, okay, let me mess around with the rhythm, and then from the rhythm, I'm like, I was at a club. And then I saw these people moving like this. When the bass line came in, I'm like, oh, okay, that's an Amapiano bass line. Okay, let's see what we can do there. And then I'm like, I'm a tender my chords. Like the chords. I'm
that's
like,
right.
How can I, you know, same thing.
Wow.
Do that. So 3-step for me is that bridge where it's like it's an African sound that is incorporating also what is happening in the rest of the world, which is your deep house space, your amapianos here, but all those other
and you're right, because Afrotech, the minute you say it, you see Shimza. The minute you say it, you see what Black Coffee is doing, Temba, aka Euphonic, and they are international when it comes to that, and you see it, and they even say coming back home, they find there's a bit of a disconnect as they play. And you just explained it.
Yeah.
That disconnect is, I know this song rocks there. So they end up making music for home and abroad. Ganta, they don't know good Thakzin.
You can find a bridge in that, but everyone has their own formula and stuff. But for me, I was like, I need to find the bridge.
But that bridge, my man. Thakzin the man is here, and this is my top 10 car 959 on the street, on the air, and this is part of us showing you that there is flavor in this summer. All right, now we have a blind spot, Thakzin. This gentleman, the Grootman, says his 16-year-old daughter just told him, I have a boyfriend. And Daddy, I want you to meet him. And obviously, he's a bit of a, hey, this is my baby girl and still young, man. This boy's going to break her heart. No, you think that's it? No. His wife, the mother to the 16-year-old, it's like, no, what do you mean? I invited the parents to come and meet us as well. Let them finish exams. After that, we're having lunch, all of us.
Yeah.
And he's like, is he wrong?
There's two sides.
Okay.
That I'm seeing it here. As a parent, one, the daughter's 16. As a parent, you know how many times or how often it really happens where you date and break up and date and break up. So a timer is coming from indelelo noma yini le.
Yeah.
If nizoza gamings on meter, let it be something that is official.
That's right.
So manje njengoba ngizommeter manje, what happens if it never works out? Now I have to meet the next one and the other one. So I'm going to meet them. How is that, But also, as the daughter, I'm trying to bring my father closer so that he knows what's happening.
No secrets.
Yeah, no secrets. This is what's happening, Daddy. I'm dating who and who, so you know. And also, as a dad, that's where also the dad can play the card of, if you ever break my daughter's heart.
Yeah.
You know you're gonna be upsetting me. So, but at the same time, you see, it's.
So your advice to him is what? Meet with the parents or just meet the boy?
I think meeting with the. Okay, that's a tough one.
I got tough nicks.
Yeah, it's too soon. It's too soon. Let the mothers meet.
Hey, the wife must sit down. No, his wife must sit down. I'll meet the boy. No, for sure, I'll meet the boy. Even though my heart, I'll meet him. Yes, and you're right. Pull off the, that's my girl, eh?
Yeah, hey.
I can protect her from anything, but not from a heartbreak, eh?
Yes.
And even if you break her heart, there's no medication, eh?
Ooh.
Even medical aid that I'm paying won't cover that, eh? You understand, Antoine? Without me saying anything.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Sure.
You're dealing with something that is too valuable. You better handle it with care, sir.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now that's my advice to him. Your wife, I gave me my lunch plans. Hey, now I must just sit there, pretend that I'm enjoying the salmon.
And the next.
Huh?
Was funin the TV.
Yeah.
Fundi pep.
Hayi lokho I'm fundi pep. Ngifuna nje ukudlalela ama final wami. Done.
But the daughter needs you.
No. I will be there for him. Yeah, that's what the one thing I want to say to him is like, listen, you are your daughter's first love. You are the benchmark. And the reason she came to you, it means she trusts you to that extent. So don't break that trust. Because once you break it, you will never regain it.
But wait, she didn't go to the dad. She went, the mother.
No, of course, the mother knows more details, but at least she did approach the dad.
Okay.
You know, that's the hardest man to approach, right?
True.
But she still did. Because she knows, no, this is my guy. I'm going to tell him. You know, without
Makes
mincing
sense.
my words. There you
Makes
go.
sense.
There's another man,
Okay.
and I want you to meet him because it's important. All right? Because the essence there is that it is important that I know that you know. You know, I don't want to be taking chances. I don't want to be hiding. You know, and that for me, it is the most precious time ever.
True.
And this can make or break what's next.
True. That's true.
Burning Bush. Awuzeg. Hey, did you see? MTV's got, they're going mad over the song. They did a whole video about it and on Meda and the song, and Ihashelum Mhlophe is there. You know, we used to, Lawrence Dube, the legend, the man who used to sit on this chair, the man who started this station. He used to have a TV show called Toyota Top 20, right? And he used to call Ihashelum Mhlophe Toyota.
Why?
Because Toyota at the time had an emblem of a white horse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's where that Toyota comes from. But now tell me about the Burning Bush.
Burning Bush, Kuzumshu. So that song, we're going over a couple of files with bongs, you know, that kind of sort of like skeletons, you know. It's like those projects that you try to do them but didn't finish. You're lacking inspiration or whatnot. So as we're going through those files, we're going through my files, you know, we're going through that. And then we find this nice drum pattern. It's like, hey, something here. I'm like, nah, man.
When you're tired
of it. I'm like, this.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, bro, there's something here. I'm like, okay. Then he's like, oh, let me work on it. Went on, worked on it, sent it back. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. You know, things were already there, but the musical part of things, you know, how we always link with bongs is through that, where it's like he fills in the space, or I fill in the space in whatever project that he has done, where if it's there's more drums, I fill in on the music. If there's more music, I fill in on the drums, you know. So that's kind of like how it happened. And when I heard the vocals, I'm like, okay, bruh. okay.
I agree now. I see.
Yeah.
He said when he was here 2 weeks ago, that you opened doors for him. You let him in. What does that mean? And how does that hit you as I say it?
Yeah, no, that definitely means a lot. Because I don't know if he told how we met.
No. I didn't let him.
Oh, okay.
Because that's your story to tell.
Okay. Yeah, so there was this song I made. I had an idea. I'm like, oh, this is a good song. I would love to have Black Motion on this song. I feel like it would connect better. You know? And then I reached out to Murder. I'm like, yo, bro, there's this song. What. Sent it to him. 2 hours later, he's like, whoa, bro, send me your numbers. Calls me, he's like, this song, there's something there. And then it moved from there to, hey, bro, let me come through to the studio.
Do we know the name of that song? Was that song released?
Amen.
No way.
Yes. So
thanks to your mom. I'm Mtambeka. Why you figure go Amen if it wasn't your mom playing gospel and I can tell you now.
Yeah, and also my father playing Fela Kuti. Because Amen
Afrobeat.
Yes. So Amen comes from if you can hear the background vocals. Amen.
Yes.
That's a Fela Kuti kind of vibe, you know. So from there, I had that idea. I'm like, I'd like to do something that will actually make my father smile. You know, just to surprise him and be like, you see, I can go into your space and do something and you know. And then from there, I'm like, to put the whole story together, there was something missing, you know. That's when Murder came through. It's like, okay, cool. Then they did something on the song. It did the magic. Came out. It's like, here's the song. I listened to it. I'm like, whoa, okay, cool.
Good call.
Now we're going somewhere. And then it moved from there to where was I? Amen. Yes, it moved from making the song to making more songs and more songs and more songs, and yeah.
Waxing lyrical. Yeah, Mad and Thakzin. This is the Benny Bush Asante 2, the album. So, you are not just a studio guy, you also play.
Yes, I do.
So, we are listening to Amsterdam, Don. Yeah? Aye. From Ivory Park to Amsterdam. Plaza Kirwena, Kirikaroto, Timbi Santana.
Ivory.
Your backyard, kupaka majambo lapan, nama epas. In your backyard. Some call it airport when you're like, hi, parking.
Oh, okay.
Weird. That's where you're from. See what I'm saying?
I read.
So stop separating yourself from 1632.
Okay.
It's very important.
See song.
How was your experience in Amsterdam?
It was amazing.
I'm about to play here.
Yeah.
You know no one.
Yeah.
Even the guy who invited you, you don't even know them. It's like, okay, I'm here.
Yeah. Sometimes for you to get the best out of yourself or whatever that you do, you need to throw yourself in the deep end.
Yeah, that's the deep end.
So I felt like Nami, I'm just going there and I'm going to do what I do and see and just be me. If they accept me,
yes.
If they don't, it's still fine.
The fact that you're smiling telling this story means you rocked that place.
I know it was great, and the reception was definitely something that I can't forget, and it stays in my heart because that was my first also European gig that I got. Puma Africa, and you go to a place like that, the ADE festival, and then you play there, you play for people that you never even thought you'd play for. And then you see them now receiving the song, and then everything. Whenever I see that happens, I just remember the day I was just sitting in studio, thinking of an idea, and lambile, all of this and this and this, all of these pressures, and then I'm like, I look at this, I see people dancing, I'm like, it was worth it.
That's why sometimes DJs get emotional when they play. Meta the other day was, caught on video. Yeah, just tearing up, playing Rainbow.
Yeah.
So it happens, and did it happen for you too?
Well, I didn't tear up, but there was a lot to take in.
But I want my mommy.
But yeah, it's we're going to experience.
Wow.
A great. And I think the moment where I teared up a bit was when hearing words from my parents saying how proud they are. I'm like, okay. Yeah, all right. So that was a very special moment.
And then, was it just Amsterdam?
It was Amsterdam. I started in Hong Kong.
Huh?
Yeah.
What Kung Fu?
Yeah,
Mawasha girl.
Hey.
Huh?
But it was interesting. It was interesting also in Hong Kong because now the whole tour was I went to Hong Kong to play, and then I get there, I experience different vibes, and then you see, okay, life is fast here. Life is I had to adjust, to the pace, and stuff. And then when you get to the club space, you're like, it's still different, but the music and
connects.
the feeling is common than more with finding now zonke indawo wherever you go and play. It's a common thing, it's a feeling. That's where you see that the music is honest at the same time. So it was that going to Berlin also, and then from
Berlin.
But in Berlin I wasn't going to play. I had to meet up with the team, my management team. For the first time. We've been working for over 2 years. We hadn't met each other.
Wait. So you have an international management team?
Yes.
Eh?
Yeah, bo.
You see, that's the thing about music, man. And I get it. I really get it. I get it why people get into a trance. I'll get it why people get goosebumps. I'll get it why people will close their eyes and just be transported elsewhere. Because it's emotive, right? And some people will even go to an extent that, music is so emotional. In the wrong hands, it can lead people astray. That's why you'll have the dark side.
True.
And the good side.
True.
Are you on the good side?
I'd like to think so.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Just check.
Okay. What do you think?
Listen, you're on the sweet spot of the good side. What's next for you, man? What do you want to do next? Come on. Tell me a full project, please.
Yeah, definitely a project now. I've been appearing on a lot of remixes, collaborations. So now it's time to work on a solo project. And that is something that I've been working on.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's coming really great.
When? 2024?
Shh.
Sorry.
But it's coming. It's coming.
So you must speak to me like that.
Okay.
But at least give me one thing here. Who on one song, who that you've been chasing, and when they said yes, you're like, my country they don't know what's coming.
No. No, I can't.
Are we gonna be blown away?
By the music, yes.
By this person?
By the music, yes.
By this person that you have it?
By the music, yes.
I wonder at this moment, I feel like calling my table and it. Thakzin, my man, thank you so much, man, for honoring me with your presence. Thank you, really. I would like to take, all the, the kudos that comes with you being here. No, I am not the architect. Chris Baloyi is.
Salute.
Yeah, my technical producer who made me and Tato sit down and said, there's this guy we need to bring in, Thakzin. His music is just simply out of this world. And then he started showing us the thread of where you are. And I said, for us to tell the Thakzin story, and we must tell it well, because this is going to stay forever, right? As you can tell, we're filming it and on. I said, the best thing to do is bring Meda first, because he seems to work well with him.
Yes.
From Amen to now. So should Meda come in, Meda can't help but tell that story about Thakzin. Now we are curious about who Thakzin is. And then when we start talking to you, then, we listen attentively, because we're like, the brain, the passion, the person, the story behind the person. And here you are. So thanks to Chris, thanks to my team, but more importantly, thanks to you and your team for making this happen. And may God bless you, man. May we see you being global. Yeah. May your music, bring you more money to bring out your family out of whatever it is that they are, and then they live a happier life, and you can be proud of what you've done and the sacrifices you've made. So keep shining, brah. May God protect your gift, man.
Thank you very much. And thank you for having me here. It's a very great platform. I've been watching it for some time, and I really appreciate it. And the story also now that you just mentioned, with how it's happened, how you have to make this possible, it proves how good you guys are here, because it's an amazing story.
Thank you. Bonga mina me out.